Okay, this will be the last page of the first placement test. So far, I thought maybe 2 would be a good amount to miss. And if you miss more, that's fine, but we'll just talk about them. This page looks a little bit trickier as I'm looking. So you might do some of these problems differently, and that's fine. Message if you miss them, and we can talk about them. For which of the following is x equals 6 the only solution? I think you have to have some knowledge personally, in my opinion here. Is 6 a solution here? No. 6 times 6 is 36. 36 squared does not equal 0. Now, 6 is a solution here. 6 minus 6 squared is 0. 0 squared is 0. So it could be B. 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 squared does not equal 0. C is out. And 6 is also an answer here. 0 times 12 does equal 0. But we have some knowledge about quadratics that hopefully you did remember. D also has negative 6 as a solution. So our answer is B here. That is a double root. 6 is actually the root that comes up, or the solution that comes up 2 times. Okay, I think you'll get that one right. But you can tell they're getting more challenging. 13, we could have had this on one of our tests a while back. Take x plus 2 and plug it in here. You take out the x, put in the x plus 2 in parentheses, which would be very important. And we're looking, yeah, this is exactly what I've written down right here at B. Exactly it, right there, B. Okay, 14. 14 has a square root, which means there are risk factors here. Keep that in mind as you solve this. You might have to check an answer. These are things you're going to have to start thinking of as you're getting into advanced math. When we solve, we try to get x by itself, so I would subtract 9 first. The square root of 5x plus 1 equals negative 6. Okay, right away, I'm thinking there's no solution, but I have a lot more number sense than a lot of you guys because I have a lot more experience. The square root of no number equals negative 6, okay? So let's pretend, though, that we didn't catch that because I don't believe you did. I think you would have squared both sides, which would be a good thing to do, and you would get 5x plus 1 equals 36. Subtract 1. 5x equals 35, and I think you're going to think that x equals 7. But watch what happens here, guys. X equals 7. Square root of 5 times 7 plus 1. 35 plus 1 is 36 plus 9. Does that equal 3? Does 6 plus 9 equal 3? No. It almost would have been better for you to try the answers here and plug them into x rather than math it out like a math teacher, because you would have saw that no one of these works, and the answer is D as in dog. If you're plugging in for x on a SAT or ACT, make sure you don't have to solve it like a math teacher. Just plug them in. See which ones are true. This is what we call an extraneous solution. X equals 7 is not an answer. The answer is D as in dog. I think you probably missed that one. If you circled B, that's exactly what you did. More risk factors here, but they address the risk factors in the question. It says x cannot equal negative 2, and x cannot equal negative, it should be positive 3/2 here. I don't know if that's a typo or not, but let's see what happens here, because this bottom one should have said positive 3/2, but we'll see. First of all, if it says x cannot equal this and x cannot equal that, then this says x cannot equal negative 2, so then this can't be the answer. X cannot equal negative 3/2. This is not the answer. So then your choices are only 3 and 5, and negative 3 and negative 5. So might as well just plug them in. You don't need to math this. Just plug it in. 5 over 3 plus 2 is 5. Does that equal, this is x equals 3, guys, that I'm plugging in here. Plug in x equals 3 here. X is 3. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 minus 3 is 3. Is that true? Yes, 3 is working. Try 5. 5 over 7. Does that equal 5 over 10 minus 3 is 7? That is true. A works. If you want to try D to make sure it doesn't work, you can, but it's not really necessary. My mom's calling me. I'm going to try to figure out how to pause this.